down here at the main Artistry with Chip Food. Welcome
Hey, what up?
Phoenix.
What's that?
Glad to have you here.
Okay.
So my first question is, you performed at the final episode of the Arsenio Hall show. Tell us about that. How was that for you?
Good question. Pretty good one. I think that was like basically a very monumental time in my life because the majority of the people that were on the bill, I kind of looked up to. Like Tribe Called Quest, for instance, before I signed to Jive, I was actually writing to all the instrumentals. Then I actually get signed to Jive and to do that show on Arsenio. It was pretty cool. That's like one of the last things, God rest the dead, that my grandfather saw me do before he passed, which was that my dad also saw.
Nice. So you've worked with a lot of established artists.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that's really one of the most memorable collaborations that you have participated in?
Most memorable recently was working with Pete Rock on New York's Finest.
You did a collaboration with Shaq.
Yes, I did.
What's up, Doc? Tell me about that. How was that?
Doing that whole What's Up, Doc thing, it was a learning experience because, first and foremost, you get to see how people actually view you because, like, when Shaquille O'Neal actually did his verse, the first question was, did he write his verse? And he did write his verse. He came in there like a champ, laid his verse correctly and did what he had to do. And that's a beautiful part of history for me because, he came to Brooklyn, to see Shaquille O'Neal in Brooklyn.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. Everybody was going crazy taking pictures.
So you have a new project coming
Yes.
together right now. Who's producing that? What's going on with
Okay,
that?
the brand new album is called Math, Music Appreciation, Art, Time, and Healing. It's being produced by Ali Shaheed Muhammad, The R, Oh No, Illmind, Needles, who does production for 50 Cent, Pete Rock, Watts, K-Cut from Main Source, S1.
The list goes on.
The list goes on. I got Black Milk also. I can't forget Black Milk. I got a lot of people on this project, and I got to say a lot of people are showing me love. I'm prepared. It's half hip hop and half reggae, and I'm very happy with this.
That's great. Is there a general concept or?
Well, the concept for me basically is to blend both worlds because, the whole hip hop and reggae being cousins. You know what I mean? And there hasn't been an artist since Shinehead to actually blend both the hip hop and reggae together as he did. Him being on Elektra back in the days, they promoted him as a hip hop artist. But when all the dancehall shows came about, he was able to get on the dancehall shows and the Sunsplash or whatever. So that kind of helped Elektra, I should say, get exposure. So then they signed Red Fox, I think, from there or whatever. So me growing up and listening to Shinehead's album, I was like, when it comes to this hip hop reggae thing, I want to be in the forefront. So I figured study one, study the next, and just be nice at both. So yeah, and I am nice at both.
So tell us about Where Are They Now? Nas asked you to be on that.
Right.
And so what happened with that? How did that come together?
That was a fluke and a joke. I got the phone call and I kind of cursed the guy out who called because I was like, they tricking me actually. It was like, yo, this is such and such from Nas people. We want you to down the first. I hung up. I was like, come on, man, it's too late. Phone rang again. It's like, nah, this is such and such from, Ill Will Records that did that. We want you to do this. Listen, dude, it's too late. It's like 11:15.
Right.
I need to get up tomorrow and handle some business, Hung up the phone. Then at the same time, I normally keep my computer on, and when I check my Hotmail, there was a message from the same people. So I was like, I don't think they're gonna send a message.
Right.
So then I started praying. Like I didn't have one of the phones where you can see who called. Right. So then the call came back. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. So when they emailed me the beat, I went and I laid my verse and emailed it back to them. And then like 2 days after, my phone just kept ringing off the hook. And it was like, yo, your voice was incredible, and Nas likes it, and I think it was a beautiful thing for him to even say, to mention the group Fushnikins in the song. You know what I mean? I see that's twice that our name was mentioned from Nas. Once with dealing with Jay-Z, and then for him to even say, well, you know, where are they now? And the people that he looked up to, and you know, a lot of people were just like, yo, you really showed your ass on that track. You know? They're like, you showed your ass on that track, dude. So it's kind of cool because like after that, everything just like snowballed for me. You know what I mean? I got that energy to just go back and do what I had to do. So yeah. Thank you, Nas, if you ever see this dude. Thanks, bro. Yeah.
And so is anyway a new Fushnikins album out there? Not a chance.
No more Fushnikins albums. Yeah. No more Fushnikins albums. I mean, it didn't end on a bad note. I think that it's best to like actually go out. I don't want to say go out on top, but like end things with one of your best, one of your strongest songs, which was Breakdown for us. And, cool. Yeah, shout out to Mark and Pac. Love you, bros. For real.
Nice. Yeah. So plans for the future. Obviously, you have a new album out. Is there something like the next spot that you got your eyes on, or what?
All right, the next thing for me right now is my brand new crew called Jungle Rock International, which is myself, a DJ, 2 backup singers, and hype man, and playing live instruments, and the moniker I go under when I'm doing that is Jungle Rock Junior. It's just basically more of the hip hop reggae side of me, so I get to show different dimensions of myself, because you know, when people think Chip Fu, they're like, oh, it's this hyperactive dude that can rhyme backwards, forwards, upside down, and everything. But you know, there's a lot of other dimensions to oneself, so I think like the whole Jungle Rock Junior movement is gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'm hyped about that.
Nice.
I'm hyped about that. What up, people? It's your boy Chip Fu, aka Jungle Rock Junior. Anytime I come into town and I go to downtown Phoenix, I must go to Main Artistry to have everything. You come inside here, whatever it is that you're looking for, they should have as far as clothing and music or whatever, and it's a nice, comfortable place and vibe, and yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, if y'all want to be like me and do what you gotta do, come down here and get your shirts and stuff. That's what's up. Peace.